Here's a question for you scrap guys. There's several poles laying right here behind me, and some of them are aluminum and some of them are stainless, but can you tell which ones are which just by looking at them? Whenever we're training people for the first time that don't have any experience in the scrap yard, this can be one of the tricky items, is telling the stainless from the aluminum. And once you've been doing it for a while, you can start to pick up on identifying factors and be able to tell just by the looks of it. I think that I can confidently tell the difference between the aluminum and the stainless. I don't know if you guys can see the difference in the video. They're slightly different in color, although they're pretty close to the same. The aluminum welds look pretty different than stainless usually, and then if they were pieces that you could pick up and handle, the weight usually gives a pretty good indication because stainless is much heavier than aluminum, but these pieces are so big you can't reliably pick them up and tell that. You might be able to pick up one end, but you can't pick up the whole piece. So just standing here looking at it, these 5 or 6 right here on the left are all stainless, and then these 3 or 4 on the right are aluminum. And at first when I saw these over here, I thought this might have come from a customer mix because they thought it was all the same material. But the longer I stand here and look at it, I actually think the guys on the yard had this big pile of aluminum right here on this huge aluminum frame because they need this processed down with the shear before they can bale it. And then I think somebody brought a skid steer or a machine over and dumped that load of stainless pipes over the aluminum because they couldn't quite get all the way to the pile. So I'm pretty sure these came in separately and then they're just in the same area.